Seat sorted out. How difficult is it to make a little bit of a haptic feel on the infotainment system? Hi everybody, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be giving this a first impression point of view review, and I'm going to take it for a short test drive. The car we have today is a Seat Ibiza, and I have not driven this car yet. This is the first time I'm getting in it, and everything I see and everything I say is literally based on first impressions. It's the first time I've opened this boot, and to be fair, it's got quite a big boot. It's got a nice deep section over here. The only thing is it's got a very big lip over here. Let's see if there's any spare tire or storage underneath. And yes, there is some kind of storage, but there's no spare tire over there. You do get some kind of hooks and tether points on the back of the seats over there, and I'm sure these seats come down. I've literally only just picked up this car. I was only told 15 minutes before I got the car that I can come and collect the car. My reservation was confirmed. The seats go down by a lever that you can lift over here on the left hand side of the seat. Can you see it? And because my seat is over there, you got to give it a little bit of a push to get into place. The seats do come completely down. However, there's a big jump over here, which is not great. That seat also comes down, which gives you a very, very big opening. Let's go straight into the back seats and see what we got back here. And this is my driving seat position. I'm not necessarily tall, I'm 5'8", but I do have plenty of knee room, and I have plenty of headroom above me. There are nice big door bins in the doors, electric windows. The material on the seats are kind of mixed. It's a mixture of fake leather together with some fake suede. There are storage bins at the back of the seats, and that's really about it. You don't even get any handles. It's very basic, this car. There's no handles, there's no space to hang up your clothes, but it feels extremely roomy back here in my seating position. Let's go straight in front and see what we have. This is a start-stop engine one. Got to put the clutch down, press the start button, and the engine starts. Get a seatbelt on. And as I said, this is a first impression review. I've only just got into this car. I just drove it around the block just to bring it to this quiet area here that I can give some commentary. And it's nice. It feels like a Seat. It feels very Volkswagen style, you know. Seats are comfortable. There's no lumbar support. I don't know how comfortable I would feel on long distance journeys. Having said that, the little test drive I'm going to take it on is going to be on the highway, so we'll see how it fares over there. You have two cup holders between the passenger and driver seat, and there's another small little storage area there. Under the armrest you have another very small storage with a 12-volt socket between the two storage areas. There's another storage area here. This could be a wireless charger. Let's have a look. And no, it is not. You got two mini USB charging points, two USB-Cs. There's a beautiful infotainment system which has a manual audio button, which is great on these cars. As we know, a lot of luxury vehicles fail to put that on there, and it's a bloody nightmare. This car comes also with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. I'll make a separate video on how to connect your phone to that. There's no haptic feel when you touch these buttons, and it doesn't make a sound either, which is a little bit annoying. That's a little bit disappointing. This would be your information system. Again, it's the first time I'm touching these buttons. I don't know what's going to come up and what's going to play. There's no device connected, but that's to connect your music. And this is your phone, which is also not connected. At the moment, this is the radio. Yeah, so it's pretty nice, pretty standard, pretty basic. I don't like that it doesn't have a haptic feel. When you drive, it must be extremely annoying not knowing if you've touched the menu that you chose. Down here you have electric climate control. Again, with physical buttons, which is, again, a very nice touch, especially when you're driving. Everything you need. You could turn up the speed of the fan over here, turn up the temperature on passenger and driver side separately, or you can sync them both together. On the passenger side, we have a decent sized glove compartment, and it seems like there's an extra storage over there. I'm not sure if you can see that. You got nice big door bins, passenger side and driver side. Steering wheel, reach and rake, it's got it all. And you have the regular buttons you have on every other steering wheel, kind of basic, I guess. These buttons here control your little screen you have in the middle there. Telephone, vehicle status, driving data, assist systems. Does it have lane assist? I'm not sure if it has lane assist, this vehicle. It doesn't look like it has it. If you guys know if this car has it or not, please let me know by putting it in the description below. Down here there are a few non-existent buttons. There's nothing there, but on the left hand side you have the lock button to lock the vehicle, and you have the auto engine on and off when you stop by red lights, etc. Up here you have the regular stuff like the SOS system. You got your lights, your door lights, and separate lights for passenger and driver side. In the door you have electric door windows. You can lock the rear windows. You have your electric mirrors. I don't think these are electric folding mirrors. On the right over here you got your light system. You can stick on auto, which is great for a day like today, raining in London. Thankfully it's not so cold. On the left hand side of the steering wheel you can control the volume of the audio system, and you can skip the tracks or radio stations, etc. And on that, let's take it for a small little test drive, and I will report back as I drive along. Hope you enjoyed. By the way guys, if you haven't yet done so, feel free to give this video a like. Subscribe to my channel. I post videos weekly of real world first impression car reviews. I pick up the cars, get in them and drive them and report back on how they feel inside and how the drive is. I'm also going to take this vehicle on a longer point of view test drive on these streets in the outskirts of London. It's going to be a beautiful drive, so make sure to click on this link somewhere there if you want to watch that video. Anyway, driving out of where I was parked, it feels very content on the road. It feels comfortable. It does what you want it to do. Right, after driving this car for a couple of minutes, it does feel nice and smooth. The gear changes are kind of straightforward. Nothing to complain about. The car sits nicely on the road. It's a petrol, so it's nice and quiet. You do hear a little bit of a rumble in the background, but it's not a Rolls Royce, this, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, today it's raining in London, as you can see. It's a 5-speed manual, this vehicle. Currently going at 50 miles an hour, which is the speed limit on this road. And I'm going to go straight onto the highway and see how it feels, see how it drives on the motorway in the UK. The speed limits on the UK motorways are standard at 70 miles per hour. Yeah, and it feels nice. I don't necessarily like the feel of the steering wheel. It does feel a little bit cheap. It's very small. It's got this fake leather feel with stitching that is very rough, extremely rough. This would really drive me mad if I had to drive this for a long time. But the steering is nice and light, nice and direct. Turn the car and the whole of the car turns into the direction you point the steering wheel to, which is nice because a lot of cars it feels extremely numb when you do something like that. I'm currently in 5th gear, driving 50, 55, picking up to 60. That's not bad for 5th gear. I'll put it down into 4th. Obviously I'll pick up a lot better. Currently driving at 60. Again, this is a UK highway. The speed limit is 70 in this country. I put it back up into 5th, and it feels content on the highway. Currently at 65, hitting 70. This car does come with cruise control. I will attempt to try and work that out whilst I'm driving, and yeah, I figured it out. I just had to push that little knob on the side of this stalk over here, the indicator stalk, and it's driving nicely. It's on cruise control at 65. Let's speed it up a little bit. Press the top of this to speed it up. There we go. Yeah, it feels nice. Seats are not great. They're not very comfortable. They do have nice support on the side of your thighs and for the side of your back, but there's no lumbar support. It does feel a little bit dull, a little bit numb in here. Not gonna sugarcoat it. It's not great. Pros and cons so far. Steering wheel is crap, seats are not great. The pros are, it drives nicely, it feels nice and settled on the road. I'm gonna have to slow down because I'm gonna go off here and turn back. This is literally just a short drive on the highway just so that we get a feel of how this car feels. There are indicators in the mirror. Yeah, it's okay, I guess. The car is okay. It's not great. I prefer the Toyota Yaris, a much nicer car, small car. It does. The Toyota Yaris is a lot more dated than this one. This is a lot more modern, but it just drives nicer. It's got much more options in this car. It's got the lane assist, and it's got the automatic automatic cruise control where it speeds up and slows down. Sorry about that. Yeah, another thing I don't like about this car are the pedals. When your shoes are wet, are extremely slippery. My foot just slipped off the clutch over there. I don't know if you noticed that. That's not a great touch. It doesn't cost much to make a better quality pedal when your shoes are wet because of the rain. Yeah, they should have done that. That's such a simple thing, such a small thing they could have done. Okay, I'll add that to another con. The pedals. Can you hear they're squeaking every time I touch them? There you go, that squeak. That's extremely annoying. It's a shame because it's a nice settled drive. Smooth over the bumps, it's not so jerky. Clutch is smooth, gear changes are smooth, but the pedals are crap. The steering wheel feels awful, and it doesn't come with stuff that other cars of this caliber and this price come with. And although the quality of the steering wheel and the pedals are a bit crap, the quality of the navigator feels good, the buttons feel good. There is cheap plastic on the doors, and the inside of the doors, a little squidgy part on the armrest over here, on the door armrest, but all around is cheap, horrible plastic. When you come down here, it's a little bit softer. It's not as bad as the top over here, but it's not great. No, it's not great. However, having said that, that is better than the fake stuff you get on cars like the Fiat 500. If you want to see my review on that, click on this link in the pop-out banner above. I'll also post in the description below. But you know what? Even the Fiat 500, even though it's a smaller car than this, I prefer that car than this car. Yeah, this is not great. The drive is nice, but that's about it. Seats are not comfortable, steering wheel feels awful, pedals are cheap, material is crap. But it's okay. I've driven worse cars than this. I've definitely driven worse cars. I will post in the description below all the details of this exact model that I'm driving. As I said, I literally picked up this car. I was told I can get this car 15 minutes before I picked it up, so I didn't have a chance to do proper homework, which in a way is good, which is why you're watching this video. Because I'm giving over exactly how I feel about this car, which is actually crap. Let's not beat around the bush. I would not buy this car. I would not buy this car. There are much better cars out there. As I said, Toyota Yaris, even the new Toyota Aygo X is better than this, and I wasn't very impressed with that car, but it's better than this one. Infotainment system looks alright. It does look okay, but it's annoying that there's no haptic feel. I don't know what I'm touching here. I'm driving on the highway and I got to take my eyes off the road to have a look on the screen to make sure I'm pressing the right thing. Seat, sort it out. How difficult is it to make a little bit of a haptic feel on the infotainment system? Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this first impression review on this car. If you want to watch the test drive of this vehicle in the lovely countryside roads on the outskirts of London, please click on the pop-out banner above and I'll post the link in the description below. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you everybody. Mwah. Thank you.